Hi guys, and welcome to a completed pages of April 2018. So the top two are printouts that I'll show you, and then I'll get into the books. So I've managed to complete, according to looking back on my Instagram, 17 pictures this month, which is an absolute record for me. One of them is at my mum's because she's framed it. So I will insert a picture of it whilst at the end, so whilst I'm editing, so you will all probably have seen it. I've shown it on a stream, but I'll insert a picture of it at the end of this so you can see which one, because I'll voice it, I'll add it in the picture, and then we'll move on. So these are both from the lovely Leslie Smithering gal. She's an Australian artist and part of her colouring and tangling team. So any of these images can be bought via her website, which is Colouring and Tangling. I will, if you give me a little bit of time, I'll link all of the books, what I've coloured, the images which I have coloured, and the artists who they are by in the description. So we'll get on from that. So this was by Leslie Smitheringale. She did the Fairies of Water Lily Woods. I didn't print it full size. I did it a little bit smaller because I didn't think this one needed to be a full size page. This is a fairy and her little woodland friends. I loved this image because it's got birds. I love birds. So I was pretty happy with how she turned out. It was a very quick one. I added some polka dots. This was done purely in coloured pencil. The background is a Posca black because I did start off with a blue background. It didn't quite work out. So I ended up putting black and making her pop out. So I did that. That was coloured pencil and Posca pens. Then I did this lady, the Avian Queen, this is called. This is also a single image. She has like a coat of feathers. I've put some metallics. This is based on my little budgie Tilly. I'll insert a picture of her at the end so you get to see Tilly and what she looks like. And these are very majestic macaws, and I loved these. I was so disappointed in how I did the feathers towards the end, but in hindsight, it's fine. I made her look a bit judge-like with her black velvet tunic, and I've put this on the back of black card so that she stood out. Then for Jen's Disney fortnight that we ended up doing over at the Reading with Pugs group, we did a Disney week and it turned into a fortnight. And I completed this from Alice. This is from Portraits by Hatchet Heroes. This is a Disney book, and I did Alice. This is all coloured pencil and chalk pastels for the background, and I just used like an eraser to do the little dots, like to make it look like it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not sparkly or anything. It's just, this has got no stickles or anything. It is just purely pencil work that I've done. And the pansies, I've tried to I tried to make it look exactly like the character and the colours true to the characters in the movie. These are these colours, so are they, so are the daffodils, and so is the Who Are You guy, and Alice, of course. So this is just pure pencils. I think I did this in Prismacolors. Absolutely loved doing that. Then I did my first ever, I did this a couple of days ago, my first ever Misfits picture. I am now addicted. I practically need every single Misfits book because I've only got, I think, this and 2 others. So I really want them all now because they are so addictive. So anyway, I did this picture. So these are what they kind of look like as line art. This was done with Touch 5 marker base with added coloured pencil on top, acrylic paint for the fog on your finger, and watered down to make it fog-like. And I used acrylic paint for the distressed grass look. So I was so happy with how this turned out because it's my first ever one that I'd done of Misfits by White Stag, and I just loved it. This is the Colouring Heaven Misfits special, but this is in her books, so you can look up the Misfit books, and there is this illustration in one of the books. The Touch 5 markers, because quite a few people have been asking, come in like a case like this. There's 80 and they are just like a double ended. You've got a finer end at this end, and then you have a broad nib, which I haven't been using, on that end. And they are great for just a base, and then once you add them, you do all your pencil work with Prismacolor pencils, and that's what you kind of end up with. So we'll go on to the next one. Then I've been on a Hannah Lynn streak for my Hannah Lynn along. That was for the entire length of April over on Instagram. My Instagram is Colour and Chat with Sammie too. I've done 3 this month in this book. So this was Jane of the Jungle. I don't actually know the name of her, but I called her Jane of the Jungle. Her name is Totem Princess, but I called her Jane. This was dedicated to the lovely V, because this is when she introduced me to markers, and I added coloured pencils on top. And I love this picture because I just love a limited palette, and this was all greens, like a leopard print. I did the reds, the oranges and the browns, and that is it. I added some Wink of Stella on her dress. I added some stickles in the flowers and on these parts like here, and the rest is marker base and coloured pencil. Then I did the Dolphin Dance. This is all coloured pencil. There is no markers on this one. This is all pencil. And I did a mixture of pencils on this, and I've given her a sparkly towel with stickles. I've put some like liquid pearls in that as well, in those little jewels. And I did this background in pencil. Oh my, it took me a while. So yeah, I really was pleased in this. This was all colour pencil, and I used some Posca to add some highlights and stickles for her towel, because who doesn't love the glitter? And mermaids, just cool to have glittery towels to me. And then last but not least, I did this in coloured pencil as well. This was the Jungle Queen, and I did this all in pencil, and then I added stickles on her clothing. So it's all shiny. I did some, they were the Gansai Tambi paints, and she's got some stickles in her flower, and she's got some liquid pearls in her hair. And I wanted her like a slightly darker skin, like if you had a deep Asian lady or something, like from India or wherever, just nice and beautiful, and just wanted her like a bit darker than my usual. So I really enjoyed this one. So this I named, she's a Jungle Queen, but I named her Jasmine in my head, because I based her on Jasmine from Aladdin, with the blues and the black hair and the kind of tan skin. So I named her Jasmine personally. And then with markers, I went over to the Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn, and I did this little one called Dede, and I've added stickles to the sunflowers and stickles to her wings, and I outlined them like I usually do. And this was done with a marker base, and all of the Prismacolor work is on top. I added the wisps of hair. If you want to go over to my Instagram, I always add the before pencil work and after pencil work, so you can see the difference that adding pencil to markers does. So this was Dede, and then 2 nights ago I did the Little Red Riding Hood girl in here, and I did her again with a marker base and coloured pencils. And here I wanted like a glow coming off the ball, and it's got a bit of Wink of Stella on it. And she's also got a tiny bit of stickles on her hood, like just a line of it, not much, and on the little dots here. So, you know, and then she's got a slight fog because she's in a misty forest before the old lady comes to get her. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. I'm loving these. And on Saturday this week, so if you're watching this now and not after the Saturday, it will be on, if I get the date, hold on, I will tell you the date. on this Saturday, which will be the 5th of May, I will probably be doing a quick marker and pencil stream from this book, or the simple, sweet and simple one. We'll see. Then I did one from Girl Power for Jen's Disney Week, and I did this girl from Tangled, which I absolutely loved doing. This was all pencils, and I had an absolute ball with it. Entire thing is pencils with just some white Posca detailing, and had an absolute great time. Loved doing it. Can't wait to do some more from this book because there's just so many pictures that I personally want to do. So this was all coloured pencil. I think I used a mixture of Prismacolor, polychromos. I used the Holbein pastel set for the background, the pink and purple. And yeah, just had an absolute ball doing her. Then I finished off a forever work in progress. And this was like on my work in progress list for months. And I finished the Sphinx finally. This was everything you can possibly imagine put on this. Neo Colours was the background. I used stickles to add a bit of glitter. I used the ink tents for the buildings. I used the ink tents. No, I didn't. I used it for just the buildings. Oh, no, I didn't. I used the ink tents for the sun. That was right. Then everything else was polychromos, Prismacolors, and I think that's it. Yeah, so the Neo Colours was the background, which I loved doing, and I did a mixture of 3 different colours, the same with the ground, and I think I even used some Crayola, pencils for the clouds. So this was such an achievement because it had been sitting calling me for such a long time, and I thought, no, I'm getting it done. So this is from Mythomorphia. Absolutely love this book so much. Need to get back to it soon, and so glad that I did this. It was a task and a half, but worth every second of it. Then I did a very quick one in the Mystical Beauty special, and this is the art by Zan Von Zed. And I did this girl, and I based her on a dark Alice. So she was like an Alice in Wonderland, but just a darker version. So I didn't do all the fancy hair that I usually do, like taking my time with all the streaks. I didn't think it needed that. It's got enough going on in it. So I did put a little bit of Wink of Stella on the mushrooms. Just this one and this one. I put some detail in. I did everything in coloured pencil. Prismacolors and polychromos were used on this. And Prismacolors were just to make a slight dull background. Enjoyed that too. Then I did a little tiny one out of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween, and I did the Octopus Girl, and I used just the Black Widow sets. So that's the Black Widows, the Cobras and the Scorpions, and I love them, guys, so very much. I'll take this away a little bit. This was just the Black Widows, and look what you can do with them. They are amazing for the money, and I just did a black Posca pen border. That is all Black Widow sets. You can do some amazing things from those Black Widow sets, and I will definitely be working with them more in this book, especially because it just went like a dream on the paper. Then I did a buddy colour with the lovely KP and the lovely Francis over on KP Colours and Colouring F over on YouTube. KP got this book. She was so excited to get stuck in and chose this picture for us. So lo and behold, we are all going to be showing this on our channels, no doubt, because it's one of our completed pages. So with this, I used the Fine Tech, look how shiny they are. Look at the Fine Tech paints. Oh my God, which was the candy set. I mucked the background up so badly, and I nearly abandoned the whole picture, and I didn't in the end. I thought, no, you just go with it. So I did them with like dark mahogany chess pieces, you know, like those really dark wood chess pieces that you get in a set. We based it on like an Alice in Wonderland chess piece, like he's the Mad Hatter and she's a cat Alice. And yeah, just had a good time with that one in the end. I put it in the naughty corner for so long, I think about a week, because I was so mad with it. So it's like, no, it needs to just go away for now. and then I pulled it back out and I thought, no, okay, we're going to finish that. So I used Polychromos, Prismacolors, Posca paint pen, Neo Colour for the background, Erogiton pencils for the roses, Posca pen for this, and the fine text was all the gold. So if you can see the gold, it is so shiny and beautiful. Oh, just love them. And then last but not least, I did this one small one out of, I think this is called Magical Delights by Klara Markova. And I just did this little guy because I just fancied something sweet and cute and whimsical, and I just ended up doing this, and I absolutely loved how the berries came out because it was my first time. So I did blackberries and raspberries, and then I wanted him like a green elf fairy to go and pick all the fruits. I put glittery wings. I just wanted him green. I didn't want him any other colour. So I've put some Wink of Stella and a bit of stickles on this, and on the fireflies as well. As you can see, like these little fireflies have got a bit of stickles as well. And yeah, I had a good time with that. So I think I did that near the beginning of April and had a really good time, and I completely forgot how much I love this book, and I haven't done much in it apart from this one here. So I really want to get back to this at some point, but there's just so many books, isn't there? So that is it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That is all my completed pages for the month of April. I will hopefully do enough in May to be able to show. If not, I might do a combined May and June, but hopefully it'll be enough. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Saturday the 5th for my live stream to finish off what I was doing at 4 PM London time, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye. Sorry guys, because I'm a complete forgetful nightmare. I completely forgot to show you my other one. So I've actually done, I've done this as my 17th. This is the other page that I did from Maui Mermaids by Lynn. This was done as markers and pencils. I have added like a sea mist. I learnt that from Dede. I will link her channel. She just shows you how to do fog and mist, and oh, it's just amazing. You do it with acrylic paint and a baby wipe or your finger, it doesn't matter. And I added some stickles onto the coral reefs and there and at the bottom. And I love doing this one. It's probably my favourite of the month, and I completely forgot about it. How silly is that? So now I will sign off now, and I will add at the very end of the stream, if you continue to watch, the picture of the Momo Girl completed page that I've done, because I haven't got the actual physical one in front of me. So Mum's got it. She's framed it. So I can add it in, and I will just show you a picture of my budgie Tilly, because everyone hears her, never sees her, and that is who the little bird in my completed Avian Queen is based on. So thank you for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.